Slaughterhouse.
Attention maggots, welcome to the Slaughterhouse. I'm Sgt Slaughter. Make sure you tune in to be related to all the things that we do with Sgt Slaughter. WWE, G.I.Joe, Action Force. Have I made myself clear? Good. Then keep watching, keep listening, tune in, and that's in order. Yo, Joe, full force.
Good morning, maggots, and welcome to the Slaughterhouse. Today we'll be looking at the Funskool Super Cop and his daring deputies of justice, the Rescue Squad. Released sometime in the mid to late 90s, Super Cop is neither an official G.I.Joe or technically a bootleg. He is a Funskool creation that utilizes several parts and pieces from existing Hasbro G.I.Joe molds. Funskool, a toy company located in India, acquired the G.I. Joe molds to produce figures locally, and whilst the standard of quality is somewhat lacking, you can't deny the creativity of some of their design choices. I guess somewhere along the line, they decided to create something entirely new. Well, new-ish. For the most part, what you're looking at is an amalgamation of Hawk's torso and legs, with a sprinkling of iceberg for the arms, and then the most important part, Sgt Slaughter's head, which is why I include Super Cop in the Slaughter core. Some examples have a different waist piece to the one on Hawk, like this one that is originally from the Flint figure, but there is also a variation printed on the box that shows the waist piece of scrap iron, which I'll show when we get to the box itself. Other than that, the most obvious variation is the shade of blue. Whilst nearly all Funskool figures are extremely fragile, and Super Cop is no exception, I find the dark blue variant to be the most brittle. The knee on this version has a piece broken off, and the campaign cover has a crack forming down the brim. Even moving the arms or legs makes me nervous. For the most part though, the paint is pretty clean, but you're going to see some real quality control issues when looking at the face. Sometimes you'll see where it looks pretty good. Sometimes it can look just a tad off, and sometimes it's a mix of both. This guy's glasses are okay, but I'm not sure that mustache is going to win any prizes. Super Cop isn't the most rare Funskool figure, but it can be pricey. But if you have a spare Hawk, a Sarge head, and some other parts in your bits box, you might be able to come up with a pretty passable custom. Super Cop was available in one of two ways: in the Rescue Squad box set, or, as this one came into my collection, as a carded figure. The art on the card is pretty wild. Super Cop, with lightning erupting around him, seems to be partway through an epic dance-off. On the back of the card, we see that wild trend continue. I mean, what a bio! The card also shows the single-release police jeep, and apparently the Super Cop bike also gets a single release, but I've only ever seen the bike as part of the set. The card art is actually a pretty good representation of the figure and what you would get. He looks enough like Sarge to sell the toy, but not enough for someone to say, hey, that's Sgt Slaughter. That gun though, what is that? The gun that he would come with is the same one that came with Chuckles, but the card art shows him wielding some sci-fi laser pistol. And how did Super Cop sit in that weird bubble? With style. Now, the police jeep doesn't really fit the figure all that well, with his head poking up over the roll bar, but Super Cop doesn't seem to mind too much. The jeep itself is a recolor of the Vamp, originally in green, but with some added police details. The stickers are just paper and prone to peeling, but fuel cans are included, so that's a nice touch. The Jeep comes mostly assembled in the box already, with stickers applied, but there is a colour variation that we'll need to open up the Rescue Squad set to compare. I happen to have two in my collection. The box art is dynamic, with a catchphrase almost as memorable as "Over land and sea and air, G.I. Joe is there." Except now we have "Land, air or water, whatever be the danger, Super Cop is there to your rescue." Catchy. The top of the box shows off all of the products inside, and we get a look at that scrap iron variation. The bike, the Jeep, the helicopter, and the boat. The back of the box matches the front with that awesome artwork. Instructions are on the side. Fit the pistol into the hand, thumbs be damned. We also get instructions for the handlebars, siren, and engine covers for the boat. Disclaimer, boat does not take off. Okay, let's get this box open and take a look inside. And nestled quite snugly, we can see all 4 vehicles clearly, as well as a baggie with all those spare parts. Super Cop was already previously removed, but let's take a look at the contents of this baggie. Inside you can see the engine covers, the steering wheel is in there for the Jeep, and that dreaded pistol, which is obviously going to be the most frequently missing piece. Now let's compare the police Jeeps. Straight away there is a difference in shades of blue, and oddly a difference in design from the hood too. I actually wasn't expecting that. The stickers also seem to have a colour variance. Dark blue Jeep has the light blue stickers, and the light blue Jeep gets the dark blue stickers. There is a decal that reads DARE, D-A-R-E, on the back, and I wonder what that stands for. DARE. A quick trip to Google suggests it might mean Drug Abuse Resistance Education, which is an education program that seeks to prevent the use of drugs, membership in gangs, and violent behaviour. Now to get the rest out of the box. Man, I love this lineup. The blue and the white look fantastic on these vehicles, and the propeller of the helicopter seems to have defied gravity and time, as there is no drooping at all. Living in a box though might be the reason, but still. The boat is a recolor of the G.I.Joe Devilfish, and lacks any of the missiles that release had, but oh hey, a free Sarge. Oh, where was I? Well, the boat doesn't suffer for not having these parts, and might actually be my favourite vehicle of the bunch. The helicopter is a recolor of the Cobra Fang, and just like the boat, doesn't really suffer from not having any of the missiles the Fang had. It does still have the swivel nose cannon. Oh, and a nifty Super Cop decal on its rotors. The bike, it's okay. If it suffers from anything, it's that it lacks the white details the others had, and that's what really made them pop. The stickers are okay and well placed, but as a recolor of the Silver Mirage, I think not including the sidecar really hurts the overall playability. But I guess it still has its charm. If Super Cop and the rescue squad were a part of G.I. Joe, I could see them aiding the DEF against Headman and the Headhunters.
You can never catch me, fools. I am the Headman, and the Headman rules supreme!
Maybe so, but I imagine Headman would soon change his tune once these bad boys rolled in. Anyway, that's my look at Super Cop and the Rescue Squad. Next time, I'll be taking another look at the world of Funskool with the real Funskool version of Sgt Slaughter, aka Sergeant Smasher. But this time, I'm bringing in a little help from the Funskool expert himself, Funskool Rony.
Thanks for having me at the Slaughterhouse, mate. Hi guys, I'm Funskool Rony.
Until then, have a great evening. You're dismissed. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below.